welcome back to Effective Gym Tips. Today we're going to take a quick look at the forward lunge and the reverse lunge and a couple of the differences, the pros and cons between each. I'm going to start right away just with the forward lunge. Forward lunges are more commonly seen. You'll see it a lot more in the gym. You probably do it yourself more. And that's because it's a natural movement for the body. We're used to walking forward, moving forward. We feel a little more balance going forward. So naturally people will always default to stepping forward. Now, in a forward lunge, when you step forward, you're going to step into this position here. This is a proper lunge with the knee behind the toe, weight back, sitting down nice and low, the back leg should almost be on the ground. Okay? In this forward lunge position, a couple of things to point out. A couple cons are, one is as you step forward, basically all that load is coming down on your front leg. Your front leg's taking up all the load. So if you watch me lunge, as I step forward, I'm going to drop onto that front leg. Everything's coming forward and down. It's a big movement. Now what the problems that can cause are, as I step forward, my knee's going to take up all that force coming down at the impact, same with my hip, but a lot of that's placed on the knee. Now to make that worse, if you do it improperly, you'll find this a lot. Because people are moving forward, their weight's going to continue forward, and they're going to step, and that front knee's going to continue forward into that position. This is a really bad position for the knee. Anytime the knee moves past the toe, we're placing a lot of unwanted stress on the structures of the knee and risking injury, especially over long term. So in a good, proper, safe forward lunge, it's a great exercise to target the quads as well as the hip. Now when you push back, you're using a lot of quad to really drive yourself back. Okay, so you got that extension of the knee, that's a real prime mover in the forward lunge. Now, the difference is here in a reverse lunge, and I like the reverse lunge a lot. I'm going to try not to be biased here, but it is one of my favorite exercises. In a reverse lunge, it's an unnatural movement where you're stepping backwards. Body doesn't like to go backwards, people don't like to go backwards, but in this case you're going to step back into a lunge like so. You end up in the same position, but you're stepping back. It's a lot safer on the front knee because it takes away a lot of those cons we saw in the front strip, in the forward lunge. What it does is, all the weight's going to be bared on that front leg, but that front leg doesn't move. It stays here, and it's a lot more of a vertical force. So as you step back, your weight's just coming straight down on that front leg, as opposed to the big forward movement we saw in a forward lunge. So now you're more safely keeping your weight centered over the leg, dropping straight back into a lunge, coming back up. The other thing you find is that people are less likely to allow that forward knee to press over the toe. Okay, it's easier to think about stepping back and reaching back with the back leg and really moving everything backwards to put yourself into a proper position with the knee behind the toe. Okay, now this takes that stress off the knee and it moves it over to the hip and the hamstring and the glutes are doing most of the work here. I personally love the reverse lunge, mostly because once you're in that lower position, right here, as you come up from here, there's a lot of force being produced by the hamstring and the glutes to pull your body weight forward, okay, to pull your hips forward. So once you're here, they're on a stretch, and they're going to pull everything forward. So try to focus on that as you do your reverse lunge, maybe add weight to it. Find when you kind of progress into really heavy reverse lunges, you can really feel the hamstring working. So try both in your workouts, try the forward lunge, try the reverse, try to feel the differences. And my advice is before doing a forward lunge, just make sure that you've really trained the quads, you've trained the muscles around the knee to be strong enough to unload the knee and to take off some of those forces that you don't want on it. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.